Friends Who Help, a story based on the Gospel of Luke, chapter 5, 17 to 26. When Jesus lived here on earth, he traveled from town to town, teaching people about God's love and healing those who were sick and sad and suffering. Huge crowds followed Jesus everywhere he went, and he welcomed them. One day, Jesus went into a house to teach, and the crowd pressed in behind him, not wanting to miss a single word he said. Soon, the rooms of the house were full. There was no room left to wiggle, no room left to sit down, no room left for even one more person to enter the house. As Jesus was teaching and healing inside, 4 friends came up the road, carrying a man who could not walk. The friends wanted to take the man to Jesus, but when they saw the crowds of people pressing into the house and spilling into the yard, they realized that they'd never be able to get in through the front door. The 4 friends were sad. They had walked a long way to get help for the man who couldn't walk. What would they do now? "Hey, I have an idea," said one of the friends. "Let's climb up onto the roof. We can make a hole in it and lower our friend down into the house through the hole." So the 4 friends climbed up and up and up to the roof of the house, made a hole, and carefully lowered the man down on a cot until he was right in front of Jesus. When Jesus looked up and saw the 4 friends peeking down through the hole, he saw how deeply they loved their friend who could not walk, and how deeply they trusted in Jesus to help. Of course, Jesus loved them as well, so he said to the man who could not walk, "Friend, you are forgiven." When some of the people packed into the house heard Jesus' words, they got upset. "How can he say that?" they wondered. "Who does he think he is? Only God can forgive us for the things we do wrong." Jesus knew exactly what they were thinking, and he wanted them to understand that he was God's Son, someone who could forgive sins and heal people. So he looked at the man lying on the cot in front of him and said, "Friend, stand up, take your mat, and walk home. You are healed." Immediately, the man who couldn't walk jumped up, picked up his mat, thanked Jesus, and ran outside to find his friends and head home. Everyone who saw this miracle was amazed. "Wow," they said, "we've never seen anything like this in our lives. Jesus really must be who he says he is. He must be God." Why do you think so many people followed Jesus wherever he went? What did they see and hear in Jesus that was so special? Have you ever had a friend who needed help? What did you do? How did it feel to be a helper? Why were the crowds upset when Jesus said, "I forgive you," to the man who needed help? What does it mean to forgive someone? This story text is adapted from Growing in God's Love, a Story Bible, edited by Elizabeth F. Caldwell and Carol A. Wareheim.